Okay, awesome. I'm going to go right down that direction tonight. I want to remind you of something. You are one decision away from changing your life. And you have to accept that. You're one new meeting, one new relationship, one new contact, one new action, one new decision away from shifting your life from where it is right now to a totally different place.
One away. You one away. You one away from a better life. You got to understand that you're one decision away.
Grab your fucking nuts. For once in your life, have some ownership, some credibility behind your actions and your words. Mean what you say, do what you say. Follow through for something for one time in your life. One time, follow through on what you say.
How can I improve myself? Make that decision. Because one thing's for sure with my life, you're one decision away from changing. Literally, you are one decision away from changing. It's a decision away. You're one decision away from changing your life.
But my dad knew I was a dreamer, and my dad would always say, you know, I was one decision away from changing my life the whole time. One choice. And he'd say, Eddie, you're not as far away from these dreams as you think you are. And I'd say, really, Dad? And he'd go, no, you're actually a lot closer than you think. But because you think it's so far away, you behave in accordance with that belief system, and it always keeps it that far away from you.
It took me one decision to say, you know what, I need to start a YouTube channel. That's the one decision that it took me for us to have all of this right here. It took one thought and me acting on it.
So how do we bring our dreams closer to us?
The first thing is, that's a great question. The first thing is you need to believe and know that you're one decision, one relationship, one meeting, one book, one thought, one something away from a completely different life. And when you know that, then you begin to look for them.
Getting a plane off the ground. Like, to get a plane off the ground takes so much fuel. It takes so much to actually get it off the ground. Now, once you're up, once you're in there, it just kind of sips fuel in it and it chugs along. And that's kind of the same way I view success.
So my whole thing is, if you're gonna choose to open that fucking door in Iraq or Afghanistan, open the motherfucker and go in hard. Because they're gonna remember you by slowly opening it and peeking in. So if you're gonna open it, and you made the mind to open it, don't crack it open. Open the fucking door, go in. That's with life. If you're choosing to do something, attack it.
Bet on yourself relentlessly. Far too often you think someone else has the answer, that someone else is better than you, that they have more capacity and capabilities than you, and the reality is they don't. I want you to start betting on yourself more. You have everything you need to win in life. You have drive, you have desire, you have consistency, you have discipline, you have effort, you have all of it. Like, yeah, but I don't have some of those things. I bet if I came and put a gun to your head, you would have all those things immediately.
This is why fundamentally, like, winners will always win, because they will still be able to find, the silver lining even in the terrible experiences that will make them better.
If I said, stay disciplined for as long as I have this gun to your head and do this work, you would lock in on that work and you would not do anything else. No social scrolling, no bullshit, no nothing, because that gun is about to go off if you don't stay disciplined. So you have it in you, you just choose not to bring it out.
No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one.
Just one decision, just making one decision. Like, okay, you know what, today, man, like, let me stop being a little bee. Let me start actually waking up early. Let me stop being scared of going after my goals and dreams and following my purpose, pursuing my goals on earth.
So it's not that you don't have a vision. It's that you have a depth perception problem. You have a pacing problem. See, you think your dreams, those feelings, those memories, that change, that body, that relationship, that amount of money is really far away. And because you believe it's that far away, you've created patterns, belief systems, thought processes in your life that perpetually keep it that far away. You are jogging in the marathon of life, where the winners are running 15 to 20% faster than you. They're up 15 minutes before you. They're making 15 to 20% more contacts. They're doing every day what you do some days, because they believe that they're one decision, one meeting, one new contact, one new relationship, one new thought, maybe one podcast away from completely changing their life.
And when I think about life, I think more times than not, I say, man, what is it, right? What is it that shifts the individual? And a lot of times when I think about it, I think at the core of what it is the transaction. And when I say the transaction, it's when you give something a certain amount of energy, a certain amount of passion, a certain amount of dedication and commitment to a certain thing, and you expect something from that certain thing, and you don't get what you expected. The transaction is the problem.
I'm not suggesting to you that it's going to be easy and that it's going to happen like that. What I am suggesting to you is that if you think it's really far away and you pace yourself and you do things occasionally, it'll always stay that far away. It'll always be there. It'll always be a mystery.
You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings.
And so you believe in God, but the challenge is you don't believe in the version of you that God created. And what I need you to do today, moving forward, I need you to understand, even with the stuff that go wrong, that's still the best version of you that God can create. Even though things don't always work out the way you want it to work out, God did not make a mistake. And even though other people can't necessarily feel it, when God made you, he stepped back and said, that's good.
Right now, you might be at a crossroads where you feel like you want to quit. You feel like you gave everything your all. You feel like you gave life your all, and you waiting to see when you're going to reach the levels of success that you want to reach. Well, let me tell you something. You have to keep going. It only works out if you keep working. The work only works if you keep showing up. You could be one day away from the life that you want. You could be one day away from everything working out. You could be one day away from, you know what, let me not quit. Let me just put in one more day. Let me just put in one more day. What are we putting in? Listen, dog, we get one day. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow, but I know that we're here today. So it's all about the decision that you make today.
So what's the decision? You already know. I could go backstage now. There's something you've been hesitating on. There's a contact you need to make, isn't there? There's a job you need to quit. There's a relationship you need to engage in. Maybe there's a relationship you need to leave. I don't know what it is, but I know there's a decision that you need to make to take you to the next level, just like I know that's true for me. Because decisions shape our destiny when they're backed up by some massive ass action. Okay, but you can't take the action if you don't decide. Everyone say yes.
What if it's an ongoing debate inside yourself that you can never come to conclusion on? I get up and fail, at least I know. Otherwise, what if every minute of every day for your existence, battling inside your head, trying to turn off the voices, but you can't. And you can't do anything about it because the opportunities, the window of opportunity is closed. There's nothing you can do but sit back and wonder, what if? Nope, don't like that, man. I'd much rather take the gamble and lose.
It's easy to give up. You know,
Hell yeah.
Easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
You need to know your goal. You need to establish your goal. And then you need to ask yourself if what you're doing is purposeful and beneficial to the achievement of your goal. A good thing at the wrong time can become a bad thing.
Don't do that. Just get up. Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're gonna be more prepared for. And the next challenge after that, you're gonna be even more prepared for. And you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win.